Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're tackling a topic that sounds complicated, but is surprisingly straightforward and incredibly important: setting up a revocable living trust. In the next few minutes, you'll learn how to create a trust that can save your family months or even years of hassle and thousands of dollars, all without needing an attorney. So, why does this matter so much? Let's talk about probate. When someone passes away, their assets typically go through a court process called probate. This process can easily cost your family between $5,000 and $10,000, and it often takes 9 to 12 months, sometimes even longer. During that time, your family's finances can be tied up and their privacy is exposed, as probate is a public record. A revocable living trust completely avoids this. It keeps your assets private, out of the court system, and allows you to maintain complete control over them while you're alive. Think of it as the foundation of your long-term estate plan. It's revocable, meaning you can change it, add assets, or remove assets whenever you want. You are always in the driver's seat. Alright, let's get into the core steps. It's simpler than you think. Step 1 is to choose a name and date for your trust. This is easy. Just keep it clear and simple. For example, the Smith Revocable Living Trust, dated January 1, 2025. The name should include your last name, identify it as a revocable living trust, and have the date it was created. This simple act officially brings your trust into existence. Step 2 is to identify the key players, the grantor and the trustee. The grantor is you, the person creating the trust and putting assets into it. The trustee is the person or entity that manages the trust. The great news is, for a revocable living trust, you can be both the grantor and the trustee. This means you retain full control. You can buy, sell, and manage your assets just like you do now. The crucial part of this step is naming a successor trustee. This is the person who will step in and manage the trust if you become incapacitated or after you pass away. This can be your spouse, a trusted adult child, a responsible sibling, or even a professional entity like a bank or a trust company. Choose someone reliable and who you know will follow your wishes. Now for step 3, drafting the trust document itself. You don't need to reinvent the wheel or pay a lawyer thousands of dollars for a standard document. There are many reputable online services like LegalZoom, Rocket Lawyer, or Nolo that provide excellent, state-specific templates for a small fee. You can even find free, state-specific forms from legal aid websites or your state's bar association. When you're filling it out, pay close attention to 3 critical clauses. First, the funding clause. This language officially states that you intend to transfer your assets into the trust. Second, the successor trustee powers clause. This section outlines exactly what your successor trustee is allowed to do, giving them the authority to manage and distribute assets according to your instructions. And third, the distribution clause. This is where you specify who gets what, when, and how. Be as clear and specific as possible here to avoid any confusion later on. Once your document is drafted, we move to step 4, executing the trust. This makes it legally binding. All you need to do is sign the document in front of a notary public. A notary will verify your identity and witness your signature. You can find notaries at your local bank, a UPS store, or by searching online. Some states may also require 1 or 2 witnesses who are not beneficiaries of the trust. Check your state's specific requirements, but for most, a simple notarization is all it takes. Once signed and notarized, your trust is officially a legal entity. But here's a critical point that many people miss. Step 5, funding the trust. A trust is like an empty box until you put things in it. An unfunded trust is useless. You must formally transfer your assets into the trust's name. For real estate, this means recording a new deed that transfers the property from you, the individual, to you, the trustee of your trust. For example, from Jane Doe to Jane Doe, trustee of the Jane Doe Revocable Living Trust. You'll file this new deed with your county recorder's office. For bank accounts, both checking and savings, you'll go to your bank and complete their transfer to trust form. They'll help you retitle the account in the name of the trust. For investment and brokerage accounts, the process is similar. Contact your financial institution, and they will provide the necessary paperwork to change the ownership to your trust. For personal property like vehicles, you can often transfer the title to the trust. Some states even allow a simple payable to the trust statement. For all other personal items like jewelry, art, or collectibles, you can create a simple document called an assignment of personal property, listing the items and stating that you are transferring them to your trust. The key is to be thorough. Every asset you want to be protected by the trust must be formally moved into it. This brings us to step 6, keeping a master list. This is your organizational hub. Create a simple spreadsheet or a physical binder. For each asset, list what it is, the date you transferred it into the trust, and where the asset is held, like the bank name or the property address. This master list is invaluable for you to keep track of everything, and it will be an absolute lifesaver for your successor trustee. It gives them a clear, easy-to-follow roadmap of all the trust assets, preventing them from having to go on a scavenger hunt to find everything. Finally, step 7 is to review the trust annually. Life changes. You might buy a new house, sell an old car, open a new bank account, or have a change in family circumstances. Once a year, sit down and review your trust documents and your master asset list. Make sure any new assets are properly funded into the trust. Remove any assets you've sold, and most importantly, review your choice for successor trustee. Is that person still the right choice? Are they still willing and able to serve? A quick annual checkup ensures your trust remains up to date and continues to reflect your current wishes. So, let's do a quick recap of the 7 steps. First, you'll name and date your trust. Second, appoint yourself as the grantor and trustee, and name a successor trustee. Third, get a good template and draft the document. Fourth, sign it in front of a notary. Fifth, and this is the big one, fund the trust by transferring every asset into it. Sixth, maintain a master list of all trust assets. And seventh, review and update it every year. By following these steps, you create a powerful legal tool that protects your assets, provides for your loved ones, and gives you incredible peace of mind. You've successfully bypassed the time, expense, and public nature of probate. If this guide helped you understand how to set up a revocable living trust, please hit the like button and subscribe for more content that empowers you to take control of your financial life. And in the comments below, let me know, what is the one asset you'll be funding into your trust first? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.